Hi, my name is Peter Chu, and I am choreographing for Taylor. Going into the process, I knew I wanted to play with rhythms, but more importantly, I'm really intrigued by process in general, and I feel like process is not just something that exists within the studio. Process is also leading up to the work, leading up to going into the studio, and also the time on stage as well. So life is a process, and I feel it is my responsibility as a dance maker or any kind of a leader or choreographer, whatever we call it. It's my responsibility to provide an open space, a safe space, to create calm connections and to help nurture the dancers build a tranquil awareness, not just with themselves, but with their community. So I knew coming into this work, I really wanted to focus on rhythms, and the word community is something that I've been working with for the past 2.5 years. I decided not to shy away from using rhythms. Having a jazz background, most people think about jazz dance as something very specific, and jazz dance has so much history behind it. There's more than just what we see. That's something that's flashy. There's these polyrhythms that we forget to respect, things that are coming from the African-American culture, the Afro-Cuban, Afro-Caribbean culture. And these rhythms and communal dances and vibes that were created back in the day were bringing communities together that didn't always speak a common language, but the rhythms always united them. Rhythms are so powerful and so profound that they connect communities. They help. I feel that they're vital for communities to build a peaceful connection, especially during times of uncertainty or times of hardship. Rhythms connect us when we're celebrating something. Rhythms connect us when we are grieving. I did not want to shy away from focusing on rhythm for this process. I do have a big background in Qigong training, and I've been studying it for many years now. And so Qigong and Tai Chi have helped me during times of mental challenges, and so I want to give that back to my community in Las Vegas. So I started implementing a lot of Qigong and Tai Chi ideas in my practice, and I have found that guiding these principles not only build the tranquil awareness of what I always talk about in my process, but it helps build connection, it helps build community, and it helps clarify the power of, it helps people discover clarity in touch, clarity in verbal communication and physical communication. I have found that these Tai Chi principles and Qigong principles have helped me guide the dancer to find, to be more in control and more out of control when required to do so. And therefore grooving, they're not so head in their head so much. They are actually able to just sit into the rhythm and find their own groove. So essentially, I feel like during a process, I want to inspire the dancer to awaken the essence of why are they moving, why are they grooving.
I know I need to build rhythms. Alright, so can you practice? Yeah. You're not. I just want to do it again. That's pretty much it. Really?
About a year ago, I got a call, and very shocking that I was called. I was offered, and definitely honored, most definitely honored. I was a little shocked because I have a past history with Taylor. During my 4 years at Juilliard, in Taylor class, we learned a lot of rep, a lot of the Taylor rep, and I feel really fortunate and grateful to have learned musical offering, and Marty Gillis's his brother's role I got to do. So that's what my first connection to Paul Taylor. He came into the studio, and I wasn't supposed to do this. I was going to say don't tell anyone, but it's on camera now. I actually got my 8mm out when he was in there, and I put it on the floor, and I taped him rolling on the ground. And it was Mr. Paul Taylor himself, and then Linda Kent was in there, and Mr. Harvey when he was alive. They're all talking. So that was it's actually archived in my 8mm tape. Cassette tape, but it was his legacy was something so unique to me because I came from more of a jazz background and an acro or gymnastics background. definitely had ballet training, but modern dance is something that I was really introduced in Juilliard, and getting to work with that iconic Paul Taylor is something I'll never forget. So walking into this building, I definitely feel his legacy, and I feel the spirit here. And I'm not just saying this, but you walk into this company, you feel the joy, you feel the love, and having these dancers being so open and transparent with me, it's a gem of a place. They truly are willing, and they're with me 100%.